Monster Ecology, Within the Ring of Fire, Sirens. Now, I'm going to be talking about this species from Within the Ring of Fire, of course, based on the femme fatales of Greek mythology, however highly changed, specialized, and brought into the ecology of Kavega Thale. Now remember, you can pick up the books for Within the Ring of Fire, hardback, softback, PDF, on drivethrurpg.com. Get them today. The best immersive fantasy experience you'll find for RPGs. You can also hit your main man up on Underwood, the easiest way to get a hold of me, since YouTube is screwed up being able to contact someone through here so very, very badly, understand. Hit me up Underwood on Facebook. The link is right there on my page, and you can get yourself a PDF bundle, which will get you the 5 books for Within the Ring of Fire that are out now, and every book that will ever come out for Within the Ring of Fire. Working on 3 more at the moment. Now, you'll get all those plus some bonuses, plus you'll get your PDFs before they're up for sale. And that's only $75. Best bargain in RPGs today. You can also join us on Raw Immersive Games. You can find loads of live plays, Google Plus games, Skype games, and even local games Within the Ring of Fire, as well as other games. Come there, talk RPGs, talk Raw Immersive Games, talk Within the Ring of Fire, and join us on that Facebook community, Raw Immersive Games. Now, this goes into the series, and there are a ton of videos up here. Just type in Monster Ecology, Wood, W-W-A-D, and you can find a ton of them that I've done for both Within the Ring of Fire as well as other games. There is in Dungeons & Dragons a siren that is largely kind of undeveloped, sort of female monster. But we're going to get into what in Within the Ring of Fire that I've done to present this as a full-on species that you can definitely bring in and incorporate into your chronicles. If you look at Dark Waters, episode 20 and up, you will see that I am myself playing a siren. Sirens can be both male and female. The male sirens are loud, very aggressive. They constantly test themselves, particularly when they're young, and particularly in front of female sirens for potential mates, so that they can show and demonstrate their worth in swimming and singing and athletic and sporting competitions of all types, and wrestling and so forth, to prove that they are worthy of earning mates, which is very important for them. Sirens are one of the more aggressive species in Kavega Thale. While not every problem will eventually be solved by violence, it is often their first choice for conflict resolution on that ass. And they get in that ass just the way they always do, over and over again. Very talented singers, great artists, particularly in scrimshaw and such things. And they engage economically now with some of the land-based species. They've nearly annihilated every other sapient species in the water depths, and now that they are coming more and more air breathers upon the face of Leviathan, the face of the ocean, with their vessels of wood or gold and rod, you see more instances between sirens and these species as they come over. Sirens demanding heavy tribute for those that would move their vessels over their watery territory. Many of the air breathers view sirens nothing more than thieves and pirates, scallywags, scumbags, and general pieces of trash that need to be ended and eradicated. However, that in itself seems to be a near impossibility. Sirens are amphibious, needing in the course of any given day to be submerged in water and to have air fill their lungs. They have both gills and lungs, excuse me. You can certainly see Metadite and the song in Within the Ring of Fire's first novel, Fey Wine. And you will see both a male and a female siren in that novel to help give you some additional ideas on how they are portrayed, as well as watching the episode 20 and up of Dark Waters Within the Ring of Fire saga on Lou's channel, and you can make sure you go ahead and subscribe to that to see those episodes and many other Within the Ring of Fire plays. Now, sirens are they're tall, They're big compared to humans. They're taller than humans. They're wider framed than humans. They're a bit more muscular. The females are a bit more on the voluptuous side than your average female. Sirens typically tend to have toned, athletic bodies. So they do spend a tremendous amount of their time swimming, which is always good for the physique. You understand? Sirens stand taller than humans, and their heads are female sirens' heads have brightly colored feathers upon them, while male sirens have but 3 feathers, and the feathers are long. Of course, the longer the feathers of a siren, the more physically attractive the other sirens will find them. Their typical relationships involve 1 male siren and 2 female sirens. A female siren's population is about 2 to 1 to males, partly because a lot of males do end up dying at early ages in the competitions. The weak, those that have no particularly strong traits of strength or craftiness often find themselves cracked on the shore and left there bleeding, broken, and perhaps nearly done for. And the waves do take the end of that. The sirens were created by Fatash, the Lady of Rain, the goddess of thunder and lightning, the maiden of the Thunderbirds, and she looked upon the rest of Kvegathel and she saw many other species beginning to emerge in the name and image of other gods and goddesses, of elder creators, and of trolls. And she looked and she thought and she said, all of these are lesser than I could do. And so she made the sirens. She made the sirens by cutting the dorsal fin from a shark, plucking a tail feather from a thunderbird, capturing the breeze inside a conch, and burying them there on the golden shores of a beach when it came to the surface of the beach. Many small, tiny blue creatures scurried back into the sea, and there they evolved and grew and became strong, birthing the species of the sirens. The siren species soon became stronger still and began to annihilate all that was under the waves, all that stood to challenge them, and now possess 16 colonies scattered all about the coast and deep waters of Kvegathel, where they battle with the forces of the trenches and those old holdry that still loom in their shadowy parts of the ocean, as well as the air breathers that seek to come into their territory to deny and defy. And typically such battles go the way of the sirens. After all, what good is a boat of wood when your enemies can see you coming and you can't see them, and they come to the base of the bottom of that vessel, cutting deep into it with their saws, allowing water to come up into your boat to begin to claim you before you've even known it. And then they are upon you. The blue forms and hordes with pieces of bone or obsidian crawl from the ocean depths and begin to slaughter those around you and begin to take all that is valuable while you frantically fight as your vessel is being filled with Leviathan's great essence of water, of ocean. The sirens are very well known for their song and have many different songs they may sing and channel the forces of their strength, of their voice, of the power of such things to cause physical pain to those around them, to lull others into states of lethargy, to enhance the blood and excite it, or to bring you into a feeling and a mood and feeling some sort of way about them that is most different than you initially did, as they can be most convincing in the brilliance and beauty of the song that is upon their lips. Be careful though, for when the male siren's feathers rise erect, those 3 are a signal that violence will swiftly ensue upon you. Beware, or be broken. Though despite their seemingly barbaric appearance, sirens have an incredibly sophisticated form of government that mixes the secular and the theological in ways that quite differ from the governments of other groupings. Of course, at the very head of all, and this group that is so entrenched theologically to Fatash, is the Mad King Goaty himself, Avatar, and screaming voice, spitting chain of Fatash. He moves from colony to colony, settling disputes and aiding in judgments and enforcements as those with their own power politically manipulated. And of course, it is the family unit often that rises as one, pulling to the surface. As in the family, the typical siren family is one male and two female. Sirens are egg layers, though they have a definite, distinct mammalian physiology to their form, which is important to notice about them, though they do have shark-like and bird-like aspects to them as well. They are particularly an aggressive species, though the females themselves find easy companionship amongst each other, and the raising of one's name and the strength through whatever sorts of deeds to become remembered upon song is very important, to carry that memory forward to the generations that come hatching from their eggs. The Sirens are perhaps the most dominant species on Kavega Thale, having nearly subjugated the largest portion of the world, all that is below the waves, and then so many beaches as well. Their buildings often on reefs of coral, though some find stone a workable substance as well, and very, very strange architecturally speaking. They are inhabitants of the blue world. They are very, very different from the humans in their ability to perceive. Sirens are included in this book right here, Within the Ring of Fire Saga book, the first book for Within the Ring of Fire, one you're going to want to put your hands on, that you can pick up from drivethrurpg.com. You want to pick that up today. You want to jump aboard the Deep Immersive Express, and the RPG revolution soar high in your mind like the phoenix born again. RPG, Raw Immersive Games. Come join us on Facebook and embrace the revolution.